Number 1. Imagine holding an ordinary nickel in your hand, worth just 5 cents. But what if I told you that one very special Jefferson nickel from 2005 with a D mint mark has shocked collectors by selling for thousands of dollars at auction? Yes, this coin could be hiding in your pocket change right now, and most people would never even notice it. This is not just another nickel story, this is one of the most fascinating chapters in modern US coin history, and today I'm going to show you how to spot this ultra-rare and most valuable coin before it slips through your fingers forever. That's exactly what happened when the 2005 Jefferson nickel with a D mint mark stunned collectors. One of these, graded MS-67, sold for more than $1,200 at heritage auctions, while another example in even higher condition nearly hit $2,000 at Stack's Bowers. Imagine turning just 5 cents into a payday that big, and to understand the power of nickels in the auction world, we only have to look at 2 record-breaking sales. In 2010, a 1913 Liberty Head nickel made headlines at heritage auctions when it sold for over $3,700,000. Only 5 exist, and it remains one of the most iconic nickels in American history. Then there's the 1917 Buffalo nickel with full steps, which sold at Stack's Bowers for over $138,000. These jaw-dropping results prove just how valuable the smallest coins in our pockets can become. Now, back to the coin you actually have a chance of finding, the 2005 Jefferson nickel with a D mint mark. This coin is part of the Westward Journey series, celebrating the historic expedition of Lewis and Clark. The Ocean in View design shows a breathtaking coastal scene and the words, "Ocean in View!" Oh, the joy! Taken from William Clark's very own journal. It's a design that connects history, exploration, and art, all in one nickel you may still pull from circulation today. What sets this coin apart is more than just design. The bold D mint mark, rare striking varieties, and potential doubling make it a collector's dream. But the true magic is in condition. Coins graded mint state 67 or higher with sharp details and full steps are the ones that set auction records. Millions were minted, but only a fraction survive in pristine quality, which is why demand keeps climbing year after year. So how do expert collectors hunt these gems? Many start by searching nickel rolls straight from banks, where untouched coins sometimes hide for decades. Others hunt through estate sales, coin shows, and flea markets, where valuable nickels are often overlooked by sellers. The key is patience, knowledge, and a good magnifying glass to catch errors, doubling, or strike details that most eyes miss. And once you find a coin you believe is special, the next step is professional grading. Sending your coin to trusted services like PCGS or NGC can make all the difference, because certified coins are what fetch the highest prices at auction. Once graded, you can sell through world-class auction houses like Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers, or through trusted online platforms such as eBay, Great Collections, and even certified coin dealers who buy directly from collectors. This is exactly how ordinary finds become extraordinary sales. The takeaway is clear. The ultra-rare 2005 Jefferson nickel with a D mint mark is not just spare change, it's living history, it's an art piece in miniature, and it's a serious investment that could change your collecting journey forever. Thank you so much for watching, and if you enjoyed this story of rare nickels, make sure you like this video, leave a comment if you've ever searched bank rolls or found one of these treasures, and subscribe for more rare coin knowledge every week. Your support helps us share even more incredible discoveries, so keep hunting. You never know when the next nickel in your pocket could be worth thousands of dollars. Number 2. Imagine pulling a simple nickel from your change, worth only 5 cents, and realizing it could be worth more than $30,000. That's the shocking truth behind one of the rarest and most valuable Jefferson nickels ever discovered. The 1964 5-cent piece with the Denver mint mark placed on the reverse below Monticello. This tiny detail makes an ordinary coin an absolute treasure, and today I'm going to reveal how this mistake happened, why collectors are chasing it with passion, and how you might still find one before it disappears forever. The year 1964 was a time of crisis at the U.S. Mint. America was facing a nationwide coin shortage, and billions of nickels were struck to meet the overwhelming demand. Amid this rush, the mint was preparing for a design change, moving mint marks to the obverse starting in 1965. But a small number of dies were mistakenly prepared with the old reverse mint mark placement, and that error gave us the legendary 1964 Jefferson nickel with the D mint mark on the back. This coin represents a unique transition in American coinage, and it has since become one of the holy grails of the Jefferson nickel series. The design itself is iconic. On the front, we see Thomas Jefferson's portrait, dignified and strong, while the reverse displays Monticello, his Virginia home. But what sets this coin apart is the location of the mint mark. Instead of being on the front, where it belongs for 1964 issues, the Denver D is found on the reverse, tucked beneath Monticello. It may seem like a tiny difference, but that single letter in the wrong place transforms this 5-cent piece into a legendary rarity worth thousands. Rarity is the heartbeat of the hobby, and this coin has it in abundance. While billions of nickels were minted in 1964, only a handful of these reverse D varieties have ever been confirmed. Most circulated heavily and were lost to time, making surviving examples in high grade nearly impossible to find. That's why collectors fight for every chance to own one, and when a certified mint state piece hits the auction block, the bidding war is fierce and unforgettable. Now let's talk about value, because this is where things get truly exciting. At Heritage Auctions, a superb example of the 1964 Jefferson nickel with the D on the reverse sold for an astonishing $32,900 in 2016. Another high-grade piece at Stack's Bowers reached more than $27,000, proving that serious collectors are willing to pay luxury car prices for a nickel that started life worth just 5 cents. These results have placed the coin firmly among the most valuable modern nickels ever discovered. So how do you give yourself a chance of finding one? Expert collectors know that the best opportunities are in old bank rolls, estate collections, and coin shows where nickels are often overlooked. Always examine the reverse carefully, using a magnifying glass or loupe to check beneath Monticello for that rare D mint mark. Condition is everything, so focus on coins with sharp details, full steps, and minimal marks, because these are the ones that bring the record-breaking prices. And if you believe you found one, the smartest move is to send it to a grading service like PCGS or NGC, because a certified grade is the key to unlocking top dollar at auction. Selling your treasure can be just as important as finding it. The best options are world-class auction houses such as Heritage Auctions and Stack's Bowers, which have the global reach and reputation to attract serious bidders. Online platforms like Great Collections and even eBay, when used with professional grading, can also connect you with collectors eager to pay top prices for rare coins. This is the exact path experts use to turn small finds into life-changing discoveries. The lesson here is powerful. The 1964 Jefferson nickel with the D mint mark on the reverse is not just a mistake, it's a piece of minting history, a symbol of rarity, and a coin that proves treasures are still waiting to be uncovered in the most unexpected places. For collectors, it represents the thrill of the hunt, the joy of discovery, and the dream of transforming spare change into a fortune. Thank you so much for watching, and if you enjoyed this incredible story of the ultra-rare Jefferson nickel, please like this video, leave a comment telling me if you've ever searched rolls of nickels for rare varieties, and subscribe for more jaw-dropping coin stories every week. Your support helps us uncover even more hidden treasures, so keep hunting, because the next coin in your pocket could be worth thousands of dollars. Number 3. Picture this. You're holding a plain old nickel in your hand, just another 5-cent coin you might use for parking meters or toss into a jar. But what if I told you that one specific nickel from 1975, struck at the Denver Mint with a bold D mint mark, could be worth thousands of dollars today? Yes, the ultra-rare 1975 Jefferson nickel with the D mint mark has become one of the most talked about treasures among collectors, and its story is nothing short of fascinating. The 1970s were a defining era for U.S. coinage, as the mint battled inflation and rising metal costs while still producing billions of coins for circulation. In 1975, more than 385 million nickels rolled off the presses at the Denver Mint, but tucked inside that sea of coins lies a mystery, an extremely scarce variety that collectors are still chasing today. Unlike the ordinary pieces, these rare nickels show unique striking details and condition factors that separate them from the crowd and send their value skyrocketing at auction. The design remains iconic, featuring the strong profile of President Thomas Jefferson on the obverse and Monticello, his Virginia estate, on the reverse. But what sets the rarest 1975 Denver nickels apart is not just the mint mark itself, but the subtle qualities of the strike. Collectors pay close attention to the sharpness of Monticello's steps, known as full steps, because when the design is fully visible, it signals a superb strike and an almost miraculous survival from mass production. These small details are exactly what transform a nickel from pocket change into a prize that collectors will fight for. Rarity and condition are everything in the world of coin collecting. Most nickels from 1975 circulated heavily and now show heavy wear, but those few that survived in mint state with full steps are in incredibly high demand. PCGS and NGC, the top grading services, certify very few full step examples from this year, and every time one appears at auction, it becomes a highlight event. This scarcity has fueled intense collector demand and driven prices far higher than anyone would expect for a coin worth only 5 cents at face value. Now let's talk about the jaw-dropping value. In January 2008, Heritage Auctions sold a superb 1975 Jefferson nickel-graded PCGS MS66 with full steps for a staggering $4,213. Another example-graded MS65 full steps crossed the auction block at Stack's Bowers in 2014, bringing in nearly $3,000. These numbers prove just how much collectors are willing to pay for this rare nickel, making it one of the most valuable finds of its decade. So where can you find one of these treasures today? The best chance is hidden in old coin rolls, bank hoards, and estate collections where nickels have sat untouched for decades. Always use a magnifier to study Monticello's steps carefully and check for the Denver mint mark on the reverse. Pay attention to luster, strike quality, and surface preservation, because these details can mean the difference between a coin worth a few dollars and one worth thousands. And if you think you've found a candidate, sending it to PCGS or NGC for grading is essential, because a certified full steps designation is the golden ticket to top dollar sales. Collectors who strike gold with this coin often turn to the big auction houses to realize its full potential. Heritage Auctions and Stack's Bowers have consistently brought world record prices for Jefferson nickels, while great collections and even high-profile eBay listings can also yield serious results for certified examples. The key is exposure, and these platforms put your coin in front of the collectors who are hungry to own this elusive rarity. The lesson is clear. The 1975 Jefferson nickel with the Denver mint mark and full steps is a modern treasure that proves rare coins aren't just buried in history. They're still hiding in plain sight today. For collectors, it represents both the challenge and the reward of the hunt, the thrill of discovery, and the undeniable truth that the next handful of change could contain a life-changing coin. Thanks a lot for watching, and if you enjoyed learning about this ultra-rare nickel, don't forget to like this video, leave a comment telling me if you've ever searched for full-step Jefferson nickels, and subscribe for more incredible coin stories every week. Your engagement helps us bring more rare coin knowledge to light, and remember, the next coin you hold could be worth a fortune. Number 4. What if I told you that a simple nickel from 1974, struck with no mint mark, could be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars today? Yes, a coin most people spent without hesitation back in the 70s is now one of the hidden gems of American numismatics, and it may be sitting in a coin jar, in a roll from the bank, or even in your pocket right now. This is not just a 5-cent piece. It's an ultra-rare Jefferson nickel that has stunned collectors at auction and continues to rise in value with each passing year. To understand why the 1974 Jefferson nickel with no mint mark matters, we need to travel back to the mid-1970s. At that time, inflation was climbing, the U.S. Mint was producing massive numbers of coins, and Philadelphia was striking nickels without any mint mark at all. In fact, the absence of a mint mark wasn't an error. Philadelphia coins didn't carry one until 1980. But what makes the 1974 no mint mark nickel extraordinary is how few have survived in pristine condition. Out of hundreds of millions struck, most entered circulation and wore down quickly, leaving only a tiny fraction for collectors to chase today. The design itself remains timeless, featuring Felix Schlag's portrait of Thomas Jefferson on the obverse and the elegant Monticello on the reverse. But here's where collectors pay attention: the Monticello steps. If the coin has what experts call full steps, where every single step on Jefferson's historic home is clear and unbroken, the value skyrockets instantly. Combine that with flawless luster, sharp strike, and the lack of a mint mark, and you suddenly have a Jefferson nickel that can command serious money. The rarity of this coin is all about condition. The vast majority of 1974 nickels were struck with soft detail, and circulation only made matters worse. That's why certified examples graded MS66 or MS67 with full steps are considered absolute treasures. PCGS and NGC population reports show just how few exist at those levels, and that scarcity drives competition among serious collectors. When you add in the growing interest in high-grade modern nickels, it's no wonder this coin is considered one of the must-haves for Jefferson nickel enthusiasts. And let's talk about the jaw-dropping auction prices. In April 2010, Heritage Auctions sold a 1974 Jefferson nickel with no mint mark, graded MS67 full steps, for over $1,600. In another event at Stack's Bowers in 2017, a superb example crossed the block for more than $1,000. These sales show us that even a coin worth just 5 cents at face value can turn into a four-figure payday when preserved in perfect condition. So how do you find one of these hidden gems? The hunt starts with bank rolls, estate sales, and old collections that may have been tucked away for decades. Look carefully at the Monticello reverse using a strong magnifying glass, focusing on the steps and strike quality. Even small differences in sharpness can mean the difference between a common nickel and a rare treasure. And if you think you've spotted a winner, always send it for professional grading at PCGS or NGC, because only certified coins command top-dollar prices at auction. Collectors who uncover one of these beauties often turn to major auction houses like Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers, where intense bidding wars push prices higher and higher. Selling on smaller platforms or to a dealer may get you a quick payout, but if you want to maximize value, the big auction houses are where serious collectors battle for these elusive coins. The 1974 Jefferson nickel with no mint mark is more than just a coin. It's a symbol of how history, rarity, and condition combine to create incredible value from the most ordinary-looking objects. It proves that the thrill of coin collecting is alive and well, and that hidden treasures are waiting to be found in the least expected places. Thanks a lot for watching, and if you enjoyed discovering the secrets of this ultra-rare nickel, make sure to like this video, drop a comment telling me if you've ever checked the steps on your Jefferson nickels, and subscribe for more amazing coin stories every single week. Your support helps bring more hidden treasures to light, and remember, the next coin you find might just be the one that changes everything. Number 5. What if I told you that a Jefferson nickel struck in 1991 with a simple P mint mark could turn a pocket change find into hundreds or even thousands of dollars? That's right. This isn't just another 5-cent coin, this is a hidden treasure that most people spend without even noticing. Today I'm going to show you why the 1991 Jefferson nickel with a P mint mark has collectors buzzing, what to look for, and how to turn this ordinary-looking coin into a true jackpot find. The story of this coin begins in the early 90s, when the Philadelphia Mint struck over 600 million Jefferson nickels in 1991. By sheer numbers alone, that might sound common, but the secret to rarity has never been about how many were made, it's about how few survived in pristine condition. The majority of these coins went straight into circulation, rattling around in pockets, vending machines, and bank rolls for decades, which makes finding one in top condition incredibly difficult today. The design is classic Jefferson, with Felix Schlag's portrait on the obverse and the historic Monticello on the reverse. But collectors know that the key is not just owning a 1991 nickel, it's finding one with razor-sharp strikes, bold luster, and the coveted full steps detail on Monticello. If every single step at the base of Monticello is visible and unbroken, You have a coin that instantly leaps from being worth a few cents to being worth hundreds or more. The rarity comes from condition and strike quality. The Philadelphia Mint in 1991 was known for producing coins with weaker strikes, which means most nickels from that year have blurred details and incomplete steps. That's why a coin graded MS-67 with full steps by PCGS or NGC is a prize that very few collectors will ever own. The survival rate in that grade is tiny, and it's that scarcity which drives the huge demand in the numismatic marketplace. And let's talk about market value, because this is where the 1991 Jefferson nickel really shocks collectors. In August 2016, Heritage Auctions sold a 1991 P. Jefferson nickel-graded MS-67 full steps for an incredible $2,230. Another example surfaced at Stack's Bowers in 2019 and hammered for nearly $2,000. These results prove that even a coin minted just a few decades ago can achieve jaw-dropping prices when preserved at the highest level. So how do you find one today? Your best bet is to search through original bank-wrapped rolls of nickels, inherited coin jars, and collections that haven't been picked through in years. Always use a strong magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe to check the steps of Monticello and study the strike carefully. If you find a candidate that looks sharp, professional grading is absolutely essential, because collectors and auction houses only pay top dollar for coins certified by trusted services like PCGS or NGC. For collectors who do manage to find one, the best way to maximize value is by consigning through major auction houses like Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers. These venues have the worldwide audience of serious numismatists who compete aggressively for coins at the highest grade, often pushing the prices far beyond expectations. Selling directly to a local dealer or online marketplace might seem easier, but the big auctions are where the record-breaking sales happen. The 1991 Jefferson nickel with AP mint mark proves that modern coins can still hold incredible value when rarity, condition, and demand align. It's a coin that blends everyday circulation with hidden treasure potential, and it shows us all that the thrill of coin collecting is alive and well even in the most ordinary-seeming places. Thanks a lot for watching, and if you enjoyed learning about this ultra-rare Jefferson nickel, make sure to like this video, leave a comment sharing your favorite Jefferson nickel find, and subscribe for more exciting coin discoveries every week. Your support helps us uncover more hidden gems from US coin history. And remember, the next nickel you find could change everything.